I'm Shanti. We're going to do a series of self-transformation fixes, and this will cover various topics regarding the challenges that we face in everyday life. Self-transformation is an important subject of our spiritual study, because it means that even if things do stay the same, we're becoming less affected by their continuous repetition. So although you may not apparently be seen to be adding any ingredients to the vicious cycle or taking anything away, but at least to be less affected with some form of deeper understanding is gives you a transformation in itself, because your perspective changes. So normally we have the expectations of others, because we expect others to be cooperative, to move alongside us with common goals, to actually achieve something as family, in the workplace, or in society in general. We always feel that things should be more cooperative with us, because very often we're willing to be cooperative, and of course you've also got some that don't want to be cooperative and expect others to be cooperative. So cooperation always creates a unified state. So it's good to be cooperative, but what if others aren't cooperative? Can you remain in a state of equanimity, whereby if they're cooperative or not, if they help you or not, if they support you, how much do you expect someone to support you? Are the expectations too great an expectation for others to actually follow in line, in the sense of, will they eventually get to a point where maybe we don't realise that our expectations are actually becoming demands, and it's moved out of that phase of expectation where it becomes a demand, and we don't even realise that we're quite demanding in our ways, or others are too demanding of us. And once upon a time it started off with the least of expectation, and we felt free within our relationships, whether we be at home, whether we be at work, and then all of a sudden the demands become much greater, and because of the stress levels becoming greater, the fuses become shorter, and people have a tendency to have the least things said to them, and they'll take things the wrong way. So misunderstandings are actually rife at the moment, where a person misreads your intentions and you meant something in the best will in the world, but in actual fact was taken completely the opposite way. So we need to actually create some kind of a force field of protection, so that we are no longer influenced by being too impulsive, jumping the gun, as we say, where we actually are more in control of our own deliberations, our churnings, what we actually take away with us, and that part of you that is sometimes inactive, whereby it puts a case for them, not just putting a case for ourselves why we're in the right, but also puts a case for someone else, what makes them seem, put them in a right light, or a better light, put it that way. Maybe right and wrong is a bit strong, but a better light, so that we can actually have a better feeling towards them than we carry. So there's often no need for all this enmity that people carry about other people. So when we create enmity, it's our own enmity that we're creating, so the enmity becomes our own enemy, and that's liable to misread future situations, because these things that come and go are giving birth to other things to come and go in the life. That's the way it works, isn't it? It's the knock-on effect, the snowball. So by dealing with something correctly in a wise way, rather than what I believe to be an intelligent way, whereby it's obvious that that's what their plan was, or it's obvious that they were out to get me. It was, anything that makes the walls in your cave actually reduce around you is not going to make for any kind of a happy life. And so what we want to do is actually make the walls wider and brighter and sparkling and airier, so that our space is increasing. So if someone does come along and helps me, then that's great. Otherwise, I'm an independent piece of machinery which is willing to be cooperative with others and willing to sometimes say, do you want to come along and be cooperative, and knowing that they're creating something for themselves, they'll be changing for themselves. Without this, if they don't do this, then we won't achieve that, and
So the self-transformation will fix my life?
It would do, yeah, if it was implemented, and as long as there's enough of it, rather than the I'll change 70% as long as they change 30%.
So that's what I was going to ask. Why do I have to bring self-transformation?
Yeah.
So you're going to talk throughout the series about how to bring
all the short videos for quick fixes, and we'll take up a different theme each time, and I think that will be good. Yeah.
Can we send our problems to you? Can we text you, or
that
can
would
we
be
comment on your videos?
Yes, yeah. Anyone that wants to leave a particular problem on the comments, and we'll see if we can cover all this, see which one's the most popular, and then we'll get some idea of the feedback from the forum and peoples who are watching these videos. Yeah, for sure. A text or a comment on YouTube, and that will be, we'll cover it. We'll get to it.
Oh, thank you. I'm excited.
Yeah, nice subject. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.